Aha, hey everybody, it's Brandon again. I'm sorry to kind of come in after my whole, beaten path thing, but I decided to do this. I was actually going to try and, try my hand at wizardry, aka editing, and I was going to actually plug in some parts of what, of things in Jason's background, similar to what I did with some other videos. And I should have done it in the moment, and now I just kind of know that. So instead of going back to school and getting a master's degree in audio engineering, although he'd appreciate it if I did, I decided to just kind of do a reaction video here at the end of it with his latest release. And, a lot of times in reaction videos, what people end up doing is like they act like all in awe, like, oh my gosh, did you hear him do that? And that was fantastic. And, that sort of thing, which is cool. And I want to react to it that way. But one of the cool things, about this is that I followed Jason for a long time, and he thinks outside the box. And I can't help but emphasize that you've got to check out Owl the band. Dan is an incredible drummer. He hits the drums as hard as it looks in the video, just to let you know. And Chris Wise is just one of those savant musicians, and Jason is certainly right in that, same thing. I mean, he's an audio engineer in space, for crying out loud. If you haven't seen the podcast with him, it's a great conversation. We talk about sounds from space. We talk about space on, space and life out there, and how intuition kind of plays into it. And I can't emphasize enough just to check out his entire body of work. His dedication to Eddie Van Halen when he passed is nothing short of just, it'll move you back and forth. Maybe I'll do a reaction video for that. I clearly have a man crush on him. We'll keep it there. It's a good thing we're bi-coastal, and that's the only bi part of us. And it's, I hope you laughed at that. But it's very much a, to me, it's very much a part where, I can't get enough of it for lack of better terms. So, without further ado, I want to actually bring up his latest work, which is a cover of Billy Cobham's Stratus. And I am here to tell you that without a doubt, this is one of those tunes that for a, guitarist, keyboardist, and we covered that in the podcast. Again, watch it. I'll put in the link below in this standalone. So whether you're seeing this at the end of the podcast, great, you stay tuned for a great one. But if you haven't seen it and this is your introduction to it, you got to go check it out. We talk about some really cool stuff. But for him to want to say, hey, I'm going to do Stratus, of course, it is connected to space. I should probably just start the video and kind of go from there. So that's what I'll do. And I'm going to share this, and away we go. Birds are sexy, dude. Of course, he's wearing the NASA Funk shirt. He's qualified to wear it. The rest of you, not so much. And as a drummer, to tackle Billy Cobham, he only hangs with pros, man. Total pocket groove. And let's be honest, what you're actually seeing here is Jason's playground. Yeah, I'm going to talk over it. I'm not going to impart wisdom, but I love the Frank Zappa in the background. Super tight. So this is, I'm just going to keep going with this. I'm not going to do any pauses or any other crap. I just hope you can hear me. Maybe I'll bring up this volume here. I got to come back into the tight. So of course he's on, he's on his aged Gretsch. So I'm going to point out that basically everything that he's using, that Jason is using, he either found on the side of the road or just valued it since the day he was born. Like, he just fantastic. You know, that Hammond was probably something, and knowing Jason, he's going to turn around and say, oh yeah, oh, that was the Hammond that, you know, that was the Hammond that was used in the background on Key of Life, and yeah, I found it on the side of the road, and the guy said, you know, Stevie Wonder thought it was great back in the day, and I brought it home and I fixed it up. Like, those are the stories he tells. It's awesome. Okay, this is the reason why he covered it right here. I guarantee it. Here he goes crazy on the keys. Piano he found on the side of the road. Pro 2 suck. Could you be any tastier? All right, I almost want to pause it, but I'm going to bring it down. So that tight out right there, that boom. So this is why to cover a tune like this as a drummer is both simple and complicated, because Billy Cobham did this really cool thing. Those of you that don't know, he really kind of initiated what is known as the open concept. You know, and he wasn't the first one, and he's certainly not the last one. And if you don't understand what like an open grip is, take a look at my conversation with Bobby A drums. Bobby Angeletta really kind of talks a little bit about it. That's how the message came through for his dad. But it's funny, he used this open grip concept where he played like a dual drum kit, where it was in perfect harmony, where it's like the left side of the kit was like the right side of the kit. He had rides on both sides, so he was able to reach a whole lot of things. And not that this drummer's nailing it. I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna put it in the notes because he's nailing it. I gotta give him credit here, because the way he breaks this down is he fits the pocket groove ridiculous. Like, he's in the groove. And when you check out all of Jason's stuff, you're gonna see that he really loves pocket grooves. That's why I love listening to him. Like, it's all instrumental stuff, and he nails it. He's just having the time of his life. Yeah, so more nuanced stuff. Let's bring it back up. You want to see somebody live with their passion and what they love to do? This is 101. And by the way, you see him doing the dual thing on each, you know, on the ride and the hi-hat there. Excellent work. And this is a punch group here at the end where it takes the original concept and it basically inverts it, whereas ones become threes. As 1-3 becomes 2-4, it does it back and forth. It's really cool. So it almost sounds like he's playing it backwards. A+ on the editing too. Bring us home, kids. Yeah, own that. Yeah, you did okay, kid. Wow, that's just fantastic. I'm glad I'm able to make another video out of this. And it's just, I just enjoy, you know, I wish I could play every day again. And I think I could if I really, you know, put my mind to it and started to, you know, just find time. But my encouragement right here is you really can find time to do that. And that, what you just watched, yeah, it's a great cover of a great tune. Yeah, it's connected to a couple of his passions. We're talking about Stratus. It, you know, has the inference of a, you know, not only musical greatness with Billy Cobham, but then also, you know, his passion for space. But You got to get out there and you got to do it. I'm so freaking jazzed listening to that. It's so well done and it's such a craftsmanship. And you can tell he just loved everything about it. So instead of talking about this as a reaction video, as in like, hey, his musicianship is good, I commented on that. The drummer's top notch. I got to get his name and I got to get it out there. But most importantly is go back and watch that video and look at how his face and reaction is. He's owning what he's doing. He's owning his energy. He's owning his passion to it. He didn't write that, but he definitely embodied everything that that song was, in the groove and the technique. And he picked it apart. He's like, I heard that. Oh, you know what? I got the piano. I got my stuff set up here. I'll listen to something and then I'll like jump on and go, oh, yeah, it's really cool. I want to hear that. I want to play that. I can turn that into a song. You heard the little bits of that all through that entire video. Find people that live with passion. Part of the reason why we love musicians, part of the reason why we're ripping down music today is because it's soulless. It literally has no soul. It's, I'm going to come up with a catchphrase and I'm going to move my head like this and you're going to be like, ooh, mesmerized. And you're like, that's crap. Have a good day. Best of luck. Buy my crap. And who buys it but, 14-year-old bubblegum chewers that don't know any better, that haven't heard Billy freaking Cobham, let alone Jason Achilles. So find people that live in their passion. That's why I'm so jazzed about the conversation. Every time he has a new release, every time that dude does something, I want it not because it's really cool that I know somebody like that. It's because he lives in a world that he created through his passions. And isn't that what it's all about? I really kind of like doing this video, and when I find people with passion, that's what I'm going to do for reaction videos. I just literally rewrote my path with this, and I have Jason to thank and blame for that. And by the way, I'm just going to say his merch is fantastic. I'm such a freaking groupie. It's terrible. Lock the bus doors. I'm coming for you, Jay. All right, guys, listen. Remember to live within your passion and use your intuition every day. And remember to keep going.